Hi everyone, this is Meteorologist Jade Steffens here with a quick update on your forecast. We are staying chilly today and tomorrow with the coldest temperatures so far this season arriving on Thursday. So I'm going to pull up the headlines. We'll get started with that forecast for your Tuesday afternoon. And here's a live look out. Still a lot of snow on the ground outside, and I do not anticipate it melting anytime soon. So for today, looking at some sunshine into the afternoon, but temperatures still staying in the 30s. Beyond that, coldest temperatures dropping below zero by Thursday morning. Into the afternoon, still staying pretty chilly. And as we look ahead to the weekend, we'll be in the 30s, but we're tracking our next chance for snow possible on Saturday. So here's a look at the satellite and radar. We do have a little bit of some sun peeking through the clouds, but mostly cloudy at the moment. We started off this morning with a low of 8 degrees here in the metro, single digits all around, and Tacoma dropped below zero with a morning low of 2 below. Currently, temperatures have made their way into the mid to upper 20s for the most part, some of us in the 30s. Lincoln sitting at 32, but here in the Omaha metro, we're still at 27. So our feels like temperature right around 17. We had some visibility issues earlier today. Now, of course, that has cleared up. So 27 degrees, overcast skies, a little bit of a breeze from the south-southeast that's dropped our feels like temperature to the teens, and overall staying cold and very dry out there. Into the rest of the day, I think we'll make it into the low 30s for our high, and then we quickly start to cool overnight tonight. But then, as we get into the overnight hours, we'll start to plateau a little bit. I'll take a closer look at that, but for our feels like forecast, likely only going to make it into the mid-20s for the warmest it's going to feel for the rest of the day. So walking through your afternoon, again, mostly cloudy, could see a few breaks in the clouds. Once we get into the overnight hours, notice how we start to see more clouds move in. That's actually going to stabilize our temperatures and will actually begin to warm a little bit overnight into tomorrow morning. So we'll start off tomorrow with a temperature right around the low to mid 30s in the morning, but into the rest of the day tomorrow, we're actually cooling down pretty quick. We'll end the day in the teens likely by tomorrow evening. Pretty breezy as well, and we have the potential for some snow showers Wednesday too. So let's take a look at tomorrow morning. Here's a check of 5 a.m. and a check of 9:30. Notice most of us won't see much snow at all. Could see a few flurries, but as far as accumulation goes, that's not a huge concern, and will actually start to clear out quite a bit into the afternoon, with temperatures falling, of course, as I mentioned. Thursday is our first Alert 6 weather day. We'll have a high near 20, a morning low of 4 below zero before we return to the 30s on Friday. So let's take a closer look at what we can expect for Thursday. Temperatures drop below zero, likely reaching a low of -4 in the morning. So that is why we've made it a first Alert 6 weather day. Into the afternoon, right around about 20. And so the wind chill will feel anywhere between 10 below and 20 below. So that's why we've made it a first Alert 6 weather day. It can be incredibly dangerous in these conditions if you spend extended time outdoors. So for our feels like temperatures for Thursday, I do want to go through this a little bit. Likely we're going to be staying in the single digits, potentially dropping below zero. So this is a check of 3:30 in the morning, and then look what happens as we head further into the morning. We continue to actually fall, and I think by late morning we'll have that feels like temperature below zero when you factor in the wind. We won't have a lot of wind, but even a light breeze is enough to drop our feels like temperature below zero. So that'll continue throughout the afternoon. Warmest it'll feel on Thursday afternoon, probably about 5 degrees or so. As we move into the weekend, things get a little bit more mild, still below average for this time of year. Friday, mostly cloudy, high near 32. Could see a few flurries, but I think most of us should stay dry. It's really Saturday we're keeping a close eye on. We're looking at an increasing chance for snow. Now, of course, we are still a few days away, so the exact timing and placement of the snow is still unknown. But what we can tell you, there will be a system in our area that could bring some snow, so we will keep you updated on that forecast as we get closer. Sunday is trending dry with a high near about 20, so the end of the weekend is going to be pretty chilly, even though it will be dry on Sunday. So as we move throughout the rest of the week, we are staying below average for our highs. Thursday dropping below zero with a high near 20 into the afternoon. Over the weekend, we start off with some snow chances Saturday, cold on Sunday, and then look at next week. Things are actually trending a little bit better here, mid to upper 30s. Now, that's still below average for this time of year, but much closer to average and a lot more comfortable too. And because of the intense cold on Thursday, we have moved our Stuff the Truck drive that'll actually happen on Tuesday of next week. So 1 week from today is when that Stuff the Truck drive will be happening due to the intense cold we're anticipating for Thursday. But beyond that, by the end of the 10-day forecast, things are looking a lot better. And for 8 to 14 temperature outlook, you can see likely we are going to be warmer than average for the week of December 9th through December 15th. So really, as we head towards the midpoint of the month, we could see some improvements with the temperatures and right around average for those rain or snow chances. So we will keep you updated with that, but at the moment, here is that 10-day forecast for you. I do think that's going to wrap up our forecast for this afternoon, and I'll be on live at 3 o'clock going over more details to this forecast, and after that, Chief Meteorologist Emily Roller will be in throughout the rest of the evening, and she'll keep you up to date with the weather as well. If you're not already streaming this on your First Alert 6 weather app, I invite you to download it. Awesome app to have with you. You can carry it wherever you go. Follow our hour-by-hour forecast, our 10-day forecast, and videos on there that we update and upload onto the app every single day. But I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their Tuesday and has a great rest of the week too.